How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are getting back to work on the Frankenstein Civic, so let's roll that intro and get into it. So before I get started, guys, me and Tim are very excited to announce that our merchandise shop is officially up and running. So we will leave links below to that. So if you want to pick up some stickers, we got merchandise available. The site is ready to go, so check that out. You can place your orders, and we have free shipping on everything. So check it out. Definitely pick up some merchandise. Every dollar you spend goes towards our projects, and hopefully we can get lots done this year. So today's plan is to get the rest of the cold side of the intercooler piping finished. So let me show you guys where I'm at with that. So this is the first pipe that I had welded up, so it is completely finished, and then it's attached down there by a coupler to the second pipe that I was working on. And I got this one all fabbed up, and then I brought it by the welding shop, and he was able to tack everything together for me. So it's not fully welded yet, but I just test fit it now, and everything lines up perfect. So if you guys remember in the last video, I was talking about the alternator possibly being in the way when I have the turbo mounted. So what I want to do today is get the factory exhaust manifold off of here. I've been dreading doing this for a long time because of how rusted these nuts are, and I had tried loosening one at one point and it started to round, so I'm a little bit concerned about that, but I've been letting them soak for a while. I sprayed them one more time. I've been using WD-40, I've been using some other no-name penetrating fluids and stuff just to see if I can get any penetration on that at all. See if we can get these loosened, and then I can get the turbo manifold on here. I'll test fit the turbo in the car. We'll see how everything fits, because that'll be my first time doing that. We have test fit it on the block on the engine stand, but I haven't actually test fit it in the car yet. So that'll be good to know how everything kind of sits in the car. But for now, let's head down to the welding shop. We're gonna get this thing welded up, and then we'll race back here and get back to work. Alright guys, so just got back from the welding shop and got everything test fitted, and it's fitting 100%, so super stoked about that. So that's one other thing that I can knock off the list is the cold side. Still got to work on the hot side, but this is a big piece that I was worried about, and I'm just so glad that it's done. I still need to pick up some hose clamps because I only have a couple kicking around and none of them match, so it looks kind of ugly. And then this side will be 100% done, so lots of progress. I'm super stoked about it. Huge shout out to Kel's Custom TIG Welding. I'll leave their information below. He was able to bring me in kind of whenever I needed something welded. I would just give him a quick call and he'd say, yeah, come on down, and he'd weld it up for me. We got everything pressure tested while I was there after he welded it, and there were no leaks, so everything should seal 100%. So now let's move on to the exhaust manifold. So it's been sitting for a while now with penetrating fluid. I let it sit while I was gone, and now I'm going to try breaking some of these bolts loose. So let's see what happens. I'm not looking forward to this, but we'll see what happens. Holy crap, guys. That thing came loose. Alright guys, well, I didn't expect those nuts to come off as easily as they did, but they're off, which means I will be able to take this manifold off of here quite easily. I just got a few more brackets to undo from underneath, and then the exhaust flange, and then it should come right off. So I'm gonna get under the car, I'm gonna quickly get that done, and then we'll see where we're at. Alright guys, so I got the factory exhaust manifold off the car and I mounted the turbo on the turbo manifold, and it is now installed in the car, just kind of mocked up. So as you can see, what I was talking about before, the turbo inlet is very close to the alternator, and actually if we can see it from this angle here, you can see how close that is. So I don't know if a relocation kit is really going to help, because what it's going to do is it's going to mount it down lower, and by doing that it's going to be in the way of all my other piping. So I may actually need to leave it up here where it's supposed to be, and then just figure out another way of tightening it. So maybe what I'll end up doing, since it looks like it's just this tightening bracket that's kind of in the way, if there's a way that I can tighten the alternator without that, then I should be okay. Something else that I noticed is that this piece right here is almost contacting the intercooler, so I'm gonna have to clock the turbo so that this part is facing downward, and then what that'll do, if it's coming straight down, it'll basically be a straight shot around here. I'm gonna have to cut a hole in my fender liner, but it'll basically come straight out here, come around to the intercooler. So that should work out pretty good, I'm hoping. As long as I can clock it properly and it's not going to contact anything else, then I think it'll be okay. So what I'm going to do now is take the turbo back out of the car and try clocking it about 90 degrees. That should do the trick, and then hopefully we can do a refit and see if that clears everything. Alright guys, so I've been playing around with clocking the turbo for a little while now, and I think I got it right where I want it to be. So as you can see, it is no longer pointed directly at the intercooler. I have it pointing down, and I'll try and get a good angle here. So you can kind of see it down there. It's pointing almost straight down, but it's a little bit angled this way, just so that it's not too close to the oil pan. So if we come underneath here, you can see just how close it was getting to the oil pan. So I had to clock it a little bit at an angle, just so that it would clear the oil pan or give a little bit more distance between it. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to allow me to basically just do a straight shot this way, and then it's going to end up in this area right here, which is right here. So if I chop a hole in here, then I can run my pipe through here. It'll come around and straight to the intercooler. So that should work out pretty nicely. So I think I have that worked out. The only thing that I'm still working on is figuring out what we're going to do with the alternator. But I think that's going to be about it for this evening, guys. So thanks for watching. Sorry if this video is coming out a little late. I know we usually do a video every week, and this one's a little bit later. Me and Tim have been working on the website quite a bit, so it took us a little while to get that up and running. But we've been working on some new designs. So I've been working on designing a sticker specifically for the Frankenstein build. So if you guys want to support the Frankenstein build specifically, definitely pick up one of those stickers. All proceeds from the sales of that sticker will go directly towards this build. So definitely check that out. Buy a sticker. I think they look pretty cool. And we got lots of colors to choose from. Once again, I'll leave all the links below for that. So definitely check out the shop. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment below if you have any suggestions for me. If you know what I should do with the alternator, definitely drop a comment, let me know. And definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We got lots of content coming out, and we'll see you guys next time.